back. Episode 7, 4 Point Play podcast. Yeah. Let's get out of the way. It's been a month. Who gives a shit? The boys are back. It's been a month. A lot to catch up on. Like I
We got
said,
shit to do,
we got
like we
shit
don't
to
get
do,
paid to do.
man. Yeah, I mean, what can we say, man? We like the pod. We got life going on. We got people graduating. We got people doing different shit. Nick and I doing the same thing. Kev's boring life. It's all the same shit. But Ryan's pretty much the only one doing stuff. But we're back. Episode 7. Um, how's everyone doing? It's currently, before I get into that, May 24th, just to preface. So NBA playoffs in full effect. Before we get into that, we'll check in on how everyone's doing. Ryan's the only one who's done anything remotely interesting in the last month, so I guess we can go to him because he had a pretty good accomplishment. So Ryan, go ahead and touch on that real quick.
Yeah, graduated undergrad, got that finally under my belt. Long time coming. Um, been working with the New York Liberty practice team. That's been fun. Been doing the Chris Brickley internship, starting to get some NBA players coming in. That's been pretty cool to just watch them work out and stuff like that. So, but back home, back in the Bay for a little bit. About to go to Philippines this week. So lots going on, but happy to be potting with you guys again.
How long are you going back to New York for? Or are you moving? Are you staying there for a while, or like what's the plan for that?
Yeah, so while I did walk and graduate, I have to take one Spanish class. So I have to go back for June 27th, and then I'll be there for like 5 weeks for the summer class, and then I'll stay another like 3 weeks to finish out my internship. So
Mm.
yeah, and then that's
And
wraps on New
then
York City.
and then you're
Back to
moving
the
back to the
Bay.
Bay officially. Nice.
Sir,
That's fun.
Sirski. No more late nights watching Warrior games East Coast time.
Yeah, not ideal. That shit is not fun. Can agree, not fun. Um, anyone else? Nick, Kev, how you guys been? Anything else interesting in your guys' lives? Or same old,
Might be a
same old.
homeowner soon.
Kev might be a homeowner looking into
Yes,
condos.
sir.
Hey,
Yeah. Yes,
Well,
sir.
Kev looking into a
how did
whole.
that go, Kev?
Oh, that's good. We're just discussing if like we're gonna put an offer down on a place or not. So
That's
in the
exciting, man.
works, in the works.
Fun.
Could you share the cities that you've been looking at?
We are strictly looking in San Mateo County as we are going through like a first time home buyers program.
I
Nice.
see.
Where
So
does
it
the
has to be in
city
San Mateo
extend to?
County. San Mateo County is actually pretty big. It's basically like right before Mountain View, all the way up to Daly City. So
Damn.
it's pretty good distance there.
Pacifica. I think Pacifica is in San Mateo County,
Pacifica is
right?
in San Mateo County.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what's up.
Crazy.
Plus, you guys both work in San Mateo, so I feel like that's pretty ideal.
That's part of like the program. It's like why we get like assistance.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is it similar to like, it's like first time homeowners, but like specifically, there's like something special for like San Mateo County?
Yeah, it's like a first time home buyer program like through San Mateo County. So it's
Oh,
like if
okay, it's
you've
through your
lived in
county.
San Mateo County and you work in San Mateo County, then like they assist with like your first home.
Damn,
That's lit.
Love that.
that's sick.
Yeah, that is a good
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Throw a party in my 700 square foot condo.
Oh my god.
Hey,
You're gonna be
it doesn't
building
matter the
equity.
space. Doesn't matter the space as long as the boys are there.
Oh,
True
yeah.
that.
So I've been very much looking forward to like our first like just Sunday like watch party, like football, just like if we're ever in the same town at the same time, just like with the guys, just watch some
Yeah.
football.
Agree.
Yep.
Never, never happened.
Agreed. That'll be a fun time. A lot of fun. A lot of fun going into that, especially as we get older. Well, Nick, I know you haven't done shit. I haven't done shit. Actually, Nick, kind of a cool thing, but Nick's parents finally moved away from the Bay Area, so Nick's family is officially, well, I guess besides your brother, but pretty
Yeah.
much, pretty much everyone up in Portland now,
Four, 4 out of 5
yeah, which is kind of cool.
in
So it's
Portland.
kind of nice having your parents
Yeah.
close by. So that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, so that's good. So limited Nick in the Bay Area moving forward, but he'll dabble back and forth a little bit, maybe depending on potential work situations. Who knows?
Yep. Gonna be
So
staying with Ryan and Kevin. So
yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
doors open.
I will also probably stay with Kevin as well when I get home. So, um, yeah, fun times. We'll try to get an in-person pod maybe in the summertime at some point, maybe in like July or something, if we can all coordinate like a little weekend that we're home or something like that. Try to get that moving. But yeah, fun times ahead. So with that, I say we jump right into. I was gonna say jump right into the Bay Area. Jump right into the NBA playoffs. Last time we recorded was, I think we were just talking before we started recording was, did we say after the King series or before the King
No,
series?
it was before. We were making like playoff predictions.
That's what it was. Let's make,
Jesus.
We should. You want to
Jesus.
go over those
We'll talk about it.
predictions?
I
Talk
don't.
about it.
yeah, Kevin and Nick's predictions were were something. I don't know if
To be
either
fair,
you
were
I also
really-
thought. To be fair, I also thought the same. I didn't, but you guys said that they would just sweep through the playoffs.
Yes.
I
I
was
thought-
just saying like the play-in tournament has no value. And damn,
I was kind of in that too. I thought that
they
they
were
had
wrong about
absolutely
that.
no chance. Yeah, I thought
But
that
Adam Silver is
he's eating that up.
Mhm.
him.
He's eating that up big
He's
time.
winning.
He is winning.
So maybe the mid-season tournament might be a good idea potentially. Who knows?
It's all part of the plan to promote the in-season tournament.
Like a,
Mm.
yeah, for real. It's just like an elaborate plan. But yeah, man. I mean, I guess we can kind of, we don't have to go super crazy duper into detail, but I mean like we said, we were talking before the playoffs started. I guess we can start on the West Coast, but the Warriors King series was interesting to say the least.
A certified hood classic.
Certified hood classic.
You know, man.
Capping it off with Steph 50-piece McNug, no sauce or extra sauce, I actually should say, on the Kings. I mean, what do you guys? I mean, that series alone. I mean, what do you guys think about that series alone? Because I thought it was unbelievable. I mean, the Kings obviously were a solid team. That series was back and forth. Like, it was remarkable to watch. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm actually curious. What do you guys think of the Kings in that series? Like, I know obviously the Warriors obviously battled it through. We kind of expected us to win that, even though it went to 7 and Steph obviously went crazy. But I don't know. Nick, what do you think of the Kings from that series? Like, did you like what you saw from them? You think it's good going into next season? Like, what do you think?
Oh yeah, they just got to lose Harrison Barnes, and they are a deep run playoff team.
Yes.
Yeah, I like them a lot for
Agreed.
next year.
I think
Kings
they're
are
good.
up next. They are
Kings
up
are
next.
up next. Kings are up next.
I do think they're gonna land OG Ananobi this summer
Mm,
That'd be
that's a
crazy.
nice
to
fit.
replace Harrison Barnes.
That'd be such a pickup.
Nice fit. It's a nice fit.
That would be a nice fit. They're solid, dude. Like that team could
They're like
definitely
a
make
piece
some.
away. They're like a piece away from contending.
Agreed.
I wonder
agree.
if the expectation thing will like get to them though, because they obviously exceeded like expectations pretty heavily this year. I don't know, and some teams just like come back the next year and like struggle with that. Like they have to be a higher seed or like improve in some way, you know, or get out the first round or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, it's easy.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, overall, I don't know if you guys have anything else on that Warriors King series. Crazy series. Obviously, Steph drops 50 in Game 7. Unreal. Jason Tatum ends up beating that. But I mean, later on down in this playoff. But I mean, regardless, unreal Game 7. I mean, just vintage Steph. Like takes. I'm pretty sure he had 38 shots. I heard Kevin Herter talking about it on a podcast. I think like yesterday or a couple days ago, and he was just commenting on how it's just absurd when Steph takes that many shots. I mean, like at the percentage that he shoots it at, you know.
Was it JJ Redick's podcast?
Was it JJ Redick's podcast? It may
I
have
feel
been
like it
JJ.
was.
It probably was JJ Redick's podcast.
He had Kevin Huerter and Alex Caruso on there for like the whitest podcast I've ever seen. Crazy white lineup.
Just an all-time white podcast. Yeah, it was like I said, quite the series. It was crazy. And then you go to that Phoenix LA series, nothing too crazy there. I feel like Suns kind of took care of business, nothing too crazy. Same with the Denver Minnesota series again, didn't really expect much out of that. None of the other Eastern Conference ones in the first round were very good. I'm looking at it right now. Like obviously Miami, the Miami Milwaukee one was crazy. I mean, Miami's obviously been the story of the playoffs. We'll get into
Gentleman
that.
sweep. That's
That's a
crazy.
gentleman sweep. I mean, they made Milwaukee look like some little boys, like Ryan playing against San Mateo High School JV freshman basketball, like making them look like some babies.
I'll keep
It
punked
was
them.
punked them, absolutely punked them. And obviously, you've seen what Miami's done so far, like routing the Knicks damn near 4-2, and then obviously up 3-1 right now in the Celtics as of today. So yeah, that series was nuts. I mean, to see what they did to Milwaukee was pretty crazy. And then Giannis's comments on failure, and obviously that went viral too. It was quite the interesting just it was just I don't know. It was just kind of had me speechless. That whole series was crazy, and then seeing what Giannis had to say afterwards, and everything was pretty wild. So crazy. No, nothing else really besides that. That was too crazy to the first round. I guess we can move into the second round. Um, Obviously, I guess we could start with ours. Lakers, Golden State. Ryan, initial thoughts on that? Initial thoughts on the Warriors? Did we just beat the whole series? Did the Lakers look better? I mean, what are your initial thoughts?
I think game seven of Steph dropping 50 was almost indicative of how much of a load Steph had to take on his shoulders going into the Lakers series, because he really didn't have we really didn't have help from anybody else. Like, Poole didn't show up, Clay didn't show up, Draymond barely showed up. Looney had a concussion, or no, that was AD. Looney got sick or something
He was
like
like
that.
sick,
But
yeah. Yeah.
essentially, it was Steph versus everybody else, and it's just not sustainable. Like, I think it was a closeout game where Steph pretty much played like the whole game, and he missed like two shots at the end, right? And I feel like he would have made those shots had he had his legs under him, if he had a little bit more rest. But that's what you get when you have to play him and nobody else shows up on the floor. So I mean, yeah, I don't think it matters. We would have got waxed by the Nuggets, so I'm kind of glad we just got
100%.
done with
Yeah, agreed. Completely agree.
Give
Yeah.
ourselves the heartache
I
and the
don't want to
time
see
and
how bad Clay Thompson would have been in Denver on the road.
God,
Ooh.
dude.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
That's just he was something else chucking shit up. And then obviously Ryan brought up the big the big name of that series other than Steph was the absolute abomination of Jordan Poole. I want to hear from Kevin of how goddamn bad that man was in the playoffs. I mean obviously everyone
Oh,
knows it's not like it's a crazy thing to say, but I mean Kevin, how bad was he in the playoffs? I need to hear it from you.
Oh man, if I could get my dad on the podcast right now, the amount of times I heard that man screaming Jordan Poole's name in the house during those games was absurd. I mean, oh,
Oh
did you
my
like his
God.
shot? Did you like his shot in game one?
I did. I did.
I
There's
didn't
no
think it was as bad as
guarantee
people
you get a
said.
better shot.
Yeah.
I did. I like this shot. Yes, good point. I mean, yeah, just the defense was not there. Obviously, that's something we knew coming in. But it was just like it just gets like highlighted more. It's like exposed more. Is the word I was looking
It's
for.
not
It's like,
even it's not even that it's not there. There's no like effort to like maintain matchups or switch
oh yeah, yeah,
accordingly or
Yeah.
rotate, that's what's missing. Like, I'm sure
yeah.
he can defend, like, and he's not a bad on-ball defender, but it's like when he gets screened, or like when he needs to play help defense, it's
He just
just
doesn't
it's
try.
such a hole. Yeah.
It really pissed me off that like I forgot what game that was where he like pressed up on LeBron like super hard and then he just lets him walk by and fouls him. Like, oh man.
The traffic cone. So bad. Nick, thoughts
And
on
the
JP?
turnovers.
Nick, oh yeah, oh my God, the turnovers are brutal. I mean, JP is Nicky's guy as well. He used to be Nicky's guy. I don't know what he classifies him as anymore. So I need to hear from you about this. About this. I mean, what do you think about this going forward? Is he overrated? Do we pay him too much? Blah 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 blah. What do you think? I mean, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I feel like you paid him last year off the upside that, he's gonna like continue to take steps, and he just didn't really take a step this year. So it's just kind of a big blow when you needed him to like fill a lot of just coming off the bench and providing scoring and stuff like that. Um Man, and I mean it's really the defense is crazy because all you really have to do is like put some type of effort, or like I don't know, like I thought he got bigger in the summer and like lifted a little bit, but like dude, he was so weak defensively. It's embarrassing. Um Overall, man, it's just mad disappointing. And Also, I was a firm denier that like the Draymond Poole incident at the beginning of the season like had anything to do with it. I really was like, nah, dude, they're like grown men, like they're good. Like they'll wipe it under the or sweep it under the rug or whatever. And then like after we lost after game 6 and then like Kerr's exit interview and he was like, yeah, I think that like put a damper on the season. And Draymond comes out in his podcast and is like, yeah, I didn't want to talk for the first half of the season because I felt like I lost my voice in the
Oh,
locker room. Like that's crazy, man.
okay.
So go ahead, Kev. You
I
got
got I
something.
got my opinion on that. It's like I honestly feel like everybody is using that as an excuse of why we just sucked ass this season. I really
I was
feel
kind
like
of
it
thinking the
did
same
not make
thing.
like
Yeah.
Draymond's like scapegoating that his punch is the reason why like we
Scapegoating
weren't
himself.
playing well. Yeah, like I don't know. It's like I feel like everyone's using it as like an out.
I was thinking the same exact thing as Kevin.
I mean, it has to do something with his confidence,
But
right? JP's confidence, that is.
I feel like there's no reason why Poole got punched 6 months ago that we like didn't play well against the Lakers. Like Clay's bricking threes because Poole got clocked in the face 6 months ago. Come on, man.
I do agree with that. I do. I mean, like, yeah, it has something to do with it, but it was 6 months ago. Yeah, like Kevin said, like, there's so many other things, like Clay chucking up, like, building a brick house with his shots, like, correlating that back to JP getting punched in the throat or getting punched in the face. I mean, it was just like, it just makes it like, I don't know. I mean, again, I can see
Vibes were
both
off.
sides.
But,
I mean, I guess
what's your
vibes
guys'
are
thoughts
off.
on Draymond and the whole thing?
Wait, before
Like,
I just need to say something about JP before
Okay, go
let's
ahead.
hear it.
Let's hear it.
I just know I want to give him his flowers because like when Steph was out, I feel like JP was huge in keeping us just like afloat and like being instant offense for us. So
It's
I
facts.
like on the question of like did we overpay him? I think we paid him like what Nick said off based off last year and like him taking strides and him being offense when if Clay's out or Steph's out, he'll be the one to keep us afloat. So I just wanted to iterate that, but he has been atrocious this playoff run, and I think I agree with you, Kev. But I also think like Nick said, like the vibes are off, man. Like
The vibes were off, bro. Come
just the
on.
Hey,
vibe check wasn't the. But
No one
Draymond,
was
like you
dancing,
said,
no one was cheering on the bench. No one liked each other. There's a clear
yeah, I
disconnect
feel
between
that.
the
I feel
vets and
that.
the young guys.
You guys want Draymond back?
Yes. Wow,
Ryan,
right, straight with the no.
Ryan says no. I thought Ryan would say yes as
Mm,
well.
I'm indifferent.
I'm kind of
I do not
indifferent.
want. I don't want both of them back, Poole and Draymond. One of them has to go. I think
Hmm.
they
Yeah,
both
makes
cannot
it.
be back.
Yeah.
there's so much baggage that comes with Draymond, and I'm starting to not think it outweighs what he brings on the court. Like the Sabonis shit, all the flagrants he gets, the technicals, and it's really hard to excuse the Jordan Poole punching. Like he is a veteran, like a grown man. I don't like it doesn't matter what Poole said. Like you don't punch your fucking teammate in the face and knock him out. Like he's like
Yeah.
he is a young 20-year-old kid and you feel the need to punch. I don't care what he said. Like you can't be like just
Yeah.
knocking your teammates out. That's
That
like
was damn near
still
assault.
Literally.
yeah, facts. He
Yeah,
could have like
100%.
fucking pressed
Put
charges,
his
but
entire
obviously
body weight into that punch.
Yeah, it was definitely not like a shove, like a normal teammate disagreement of a shove. He literally clocked him and knocked him out. Like, I agree with Ryan on that for sure. Like, you're a grown ass man, dude. Like, you're a vet.
Yeah.
You're supposed to send a message in the locker room, like, like Ryan said. It doesn't matter what he said. He could have literally said anything, like literally anything on the planet, and you do not clock him in the face, like Mayweather. Like, it just makes no sense. Like, it's I don't know. I'm kind of agreeing with Ryan on that. I think the baggage is like, it's almost a little bit too much. It's like then you have the podcast, you got all this other bullshit. It's like, dude, holy shit.
He just
It's
be
just
blazing LeBron, man. Like crazy.
Oh.
It's so bad. It's
he
so
didn't
tough
release
to
it. He didn't
watch.
release an episode after he
And
predicted
I
the Lakers series.
he finally released
I've
it.
never had
I
a
know.
I've never had a problem with him glazing LeBron, but it was that one clip of him saying like,
Oh.
What?
Kev, do you know what I'm talking? Can we?
Yeah. We'll have to we'll clip it here. What was it like? Oh, this is the 18th podcast, as many all-star appearances as LeBron
Oh,
James.
Oh, I didn't even hear that. I didn't even
that's
hear that, but
crazy.
that's
Oh,
insane.
That's
Like that's how he
crazy.
started.
I
That's how
mean,
he started on the podcast. And like I'm all for you, like
Iggy was all over it.
podcasting and like sure, like support if you have a friend in the league, like sure, like support your friend, but it's like it's too much, I feel like, as a Warrior fan. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous when you think about it. So yeah, I don't know.
Unless LeBron comes to the
He's
Mm,
trying to recruit
Warriors.
him.
recruit
Go
him.
ahead, Rye.
The master
Go ahead.
plan.
The master plan.
All
I
right.
said this in episode 1.
Ryan did say this in
Episode
episode
one,
one.
man.
This is episode 1. Yo, like who knows what LeBron's gonna do next season, but he has a relationship with Dre. I just think it would be so incredibly poetic if he ended his season or his time on the Warriors. And I'm sure we're gonna have a pick to spare on Bronny James maybe in a year or two. So I don't know. Like
Probably.
anything can happen in this league.
Anything can
Anything could
happen at
happen.
this rate. Literally anything can happen. Can you imagine social media? I just like, can you
Oh
imagine
my
social media
god.
if LeBron joins the Warriors? Like, I don't even know. That would just be unbelievable. I would just like, even as a Warriors fan, like that would just be genuinely unbelievable if that that ever happened. I'd more so be excited to see what social media would say than excited that LeBron would join. But yeah, I mean,
It's also crazy how perfectly like LeBron's game matches with Steph's. Like I can't really think of a better 1-2 in terms of like um just like best like duos. I feel like their games perfectly complement each other.
yeah, yeah, I agree. Hey, we all want it, so who knows?
Steph won it though.
Hmm.
There's that
That's a
one
good
clip.
question.
That
Yeah,
one
I
clip
feel like he may
where
not want it.
I forgot who asked him, or they like showed him the clip of LeBron on his barbershop show, and he was like, LeBron was saying that he'd like to play with Steph, and Steph was he didn't have like a bad reaction, but he was just like laughing.
Oh,
He's like,
I remember that. Yeah.
but I don't know.
Yeah,
Hey
who
man,
knows?
Dunleavy's gonna have to make some moves when he
Done.
becomes GM. He's gonna have to make a name for himself. He's gonna try
Don
some shit.
Levy. I agree. We'll move on to the next series. How big of a disappointment was it that granted the Nuggets are really good, but the Suns team losing 4-2 to the Denver Nuggets? What are you guys' thoughts on that in that team after all the pickups, everyone healthy? Nick, thoughts on that?
I mean, CP3 going down probably didn't help, but I don't think he was going to do much anyway.
I don't think it would
I
have
just think
mattered.
that Nuggets team is like really nice, and Phoenix had no depth at all. Damian Lee was just coming in and stinking it up. It's a rough watch.
God,
Um, yeah,
bad.
I don't know. I don't know what the Suns are going to do with their whole thing because D Book and KD look good when they were both
They
rolling,
do.
but
Hmm.
it was more just
Should've
They
depth.
kept
can't
the
bring
guys.
CP3 back.
No,
Yeah,
CP3
and
They
needs.
should have
Aiton
kept
does
Cameron
not want to be
Johnson.
there.
Yeah,
Oh,
DeAndre Ayton does not want to be on that team, or maybe it was just DeAndre Ayton and Monty Williams. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he just needs a new coach. The world. I mean, I don't know. I think it's more so DeAndre
I-
Ayton, but I mean, who knows?
It's crazy how coaches are like the scapegoat of this playoff
Oh,
run
for sure.
for all.
One of us said, I think it was Kevin who said it like the other day or a couple weeks ago. Like, it's like if you don't win the finals, like it's like you're basically on the block. Like, except unless you're like Steve Kerr or something like that, who has obviously the history on the squad. It's damn near like, I mean, you really got to win, like, or your shit, you are on the block, and you're like Ryan said, you're the scapegoat. So, um, yeah,
kind of
I
crazy.
don't know.
The two coaches that are going to be like in the finals, unless the Heat absolutely blow it, are going to be like long-term coaches right now,
Mhm.
like Malone and Spoelstra.
True,
Mhm.
true.
Don't
Just
give
doesn't
up.
bode well.
I feel like GMs are so quick to react now if they just don't win immediately. Like I feel like the best thing you can do for your team, I feel like all probably teams that just got knocked out is just like try to keep it like going into the next year because you really don't know what can happen. Just like keep the squad that you have. But I don't know. Do you guys think that they should have traded for KD? Like, do you think that was the move, or do you think they bit at something maybe they shouldn't have bit at?
The Suns?
The Suns, yeah. Like, should
Okay.
they have kept their depth because this is the team that they went to the finals with. Like I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, I don't know that they're gonna run into this Nuggets team regardless, and you put Mikal Bridges in them and back on that squad. I mean, yeah, they have a little bit more depth, but I just think that like Nick said, that Nuggets team is so good, and their depth just outweighs the Suns' depth. I don't think it really makes a difference. It's tough to argue against trading for Kevin Durant, knowing who Kevin Durant is, and like Nicky said too, I think Kevin Durant and Book look really good, to be honest, when they're both on the floor. I actually think they complement each other pretty well. The CP3, healthy or not, I just don't think he was great in that spot either. And no one off the bench really helps either. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think they bit off more than they should have, because it's Kevin Durant. It's tough, like I said, like a player like Kevin Durant, but I think they lose to that Nuggets team regardless in this scenario, like of this playoff situation. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Kind
I
of
think
kind of
like yeah, if they're fully healthy, I think it's definitely a closer series. Like their last game, they didn't have was it Paul or Aiden?
Aiden, yeah.
So you're missing like two of your four like main players, which I mean they got smoked, and then
Yeah.
obviously no CP3 the entire series. I really think they push it to like a good 6 or 7 games if fully healthy. I think they could still lose to Denver, but
Fair.
I don't know. They shouldn't have fired Monty. I don't agree with
I
that.
don't know why they fired Monty either. I was kind of confused on that.
Well,
Def-
what about Bud? Do you think Bud getting rid of Bud was the right move?
For Milwaukee, yes.
I
I'm
think they
sorry.
needed a change.
Dude, he was like, what was KD's shoe size? He was that fucking little bit from getting bounced. He would have
Yeah,
got fired that year if
Yeah.
Milwaukee
that's
didn't go
true.
through Brooklyn.
Damn, that's hella true.
Like
Actually,
crazy chain of events.
yeah,
It's called butterfly effect.
yeah,
I don't think he was a good coach. Gotta be
yeah,
honest.
yeah. Not great. Not
I
great.
don't really know much about him, to be honest, but yeah.
Yeah,
What
interesting.
about Doc Rivers?
Oh, I was gonna get into that too. I guess we can go into that. We can go into that Boston Philly series as Ryan segues into that. That was a choke, first of all.
Big choke.
I just don't like the Sixers. I've never liked the Sixers. I don't know. Fuck the Sixers. But Joel Embiid,
I
obviously.
can't,
Oh,
I
and I
can't
guess
never watch.
I can't either. It's just something
They were
about
a
that
tough
team.
watch.
Yeah, they were a tough watch. I guess
Salivating and shit.
in with that, Joel Embiid won MVP. I don't know how much we really want to touch on that. We kind of assumed it was him or Jokic. I mean, I thought he had a great year. So I mean, I don't know how
He
much.
wasn't healthy, which kind of sucked. Like he only scored like 23 points per game that series, and like
Yeah,
he wasn't healthy.
He wasn't. Yeah, he really wasn't existent in that series, especially like Kev said with the health issues. So it's tough.
You think they would have given the Heat more of a problem?
With a healthy Joel Embiid, probably.
I don't know though. Jimmy Butler would have took that shit
Jimmy,
real
yeah,
personal.
Very
yeah,
personal.
that's true
Team.
actually.
He would have.
Very, very
Oh,
right.
he would have done something.
Yeah, that's true.
Tobias Harris over me.
all the
Sixers are
all the TikToks I've seen of Jimmy Butler are so funny. Like just saying he's like Michael Jordan's son and shit, and just like all the montage, like all the clips that people have him in little like montages people are making of him. Oh my god, it's so funny. Yeah, Philly choke. Doc Rivers getting fired. Nick, thoughts? You think it was I don't know. You think they should have?
I think so. It's just I don't know. It just seemed like a just Philly. Like for some reason, even when they like were the 1 seed at certain points of the season, like I feel like no one ever really like counted them as like a real contender. I don't know if that's not because of Doc Rivers, but like you needed something to change at some point. And I don't know. I don't even think Harden and Embiid like together really was the recipe for success. I don't know what the fuck they need to do, but I don't know. Harden wants to go to Houston anyway, so it's like I don't know.
Yeah, he wants to get back to the strip clubs. That guy just wants to get back to Houston immediately. I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. I think. Did you guys see the clip of Jalen Green? I'll try to link it here too, where he said on Paul George's podcast that like it'll both hurt, hurt and like openly just says it'll hurt and help the team if he comes back. I mean that whole Houston team was just kind of like. Granted though, they did just hire what's his face,
eBay.
Yeah, so I think that's a really good hire for them. I mean that whole team's kind of like
Hydra
blown
Wives.
up.
Houston or Harden and Ime are hitting the clubs together. It's gonna be quite the duo.
The strip club duo. Yeah, that and apparently CP3 potential return to Houston as well, from what I've heard as well. So
Ew.
I don't know what's gonna
Just-
happen there.
Ew, I don't
I
like
don't know
that
what
at all.
I don't know what Houston's I don't
I
know
don't
what
think
Houston's
Harden
plan
and
is.
CP3 got along very well.
That was
I'm sure-
arguably the best Houston team, right?
They
That was
should
the
have
best
won.
So
team.
yeah, they should have won.
They
Or
should have
should've
beat
won.
us.
Yeah, they should have beat us for
They were
sure.
one hamstring away from making it to the finals.
Yep. Didn't they shoot like 1 of 20 from 3 in Game 7 of that series?
They missed
They
27
missed like
straight threes.
37.
Yeah, they missed
Yeah.
27 straight threes. Like,
Nutty.
yeah, I remember that was bad. I watched that at Nikki's house. That
Hey,
was
They were the epitome of live by the three, die by the three.
yeah,
That game.
Yeah. definitely. I guess we'll move on a little bit. The Miami New York series. I thought that was actually a really good series. It was kind of cool to see the Knicks destroy Cleveland and then move on. I really thought they'd be able to take down Miami, but Miami obviously, I mean, we've seen what they've been doing right now to the Celtics. I mean, they kind of just made them look like non-existent as well. I'm very curious what happens with New York over the next 2 years too, or over the next year or so as well, if they can kind of come back and have that same sort of like momentum and I don't know, like drive to really try and make a run. I think they have some good
I think
pieces, maybe, but yeah, I don't know.
I think Jalen Brunson's a player free agents will see and want to play with. He seems like the type that attracts big name players, and I think
Mhm.
he's like the best thing for that franchise in a really long time.
Does Julius Randle stay, Kevin? Kevin,
So
does Julius
thoughts on
Randle?
Julius Randle? Like,
Yeah. Does he stay in New
that
York?
city does not like him anymore. They are ready to see him leave. He got exposed for being like just not a great like franchise player and giving up, and I think he'll be on his way out.
His body language was crazy. He would just like
Awful.
miss a shot or not get the ball and just like
Does not give a
pout.
fuck. Yeah, he was
It's
just
really
like,
tough. I think he's like a great third option, but he will never seem. I don't think his play style allows for him to be a great third option at the same time. Like he's very ball dominant. Like needs, ball in his hand. I don't know.
That guy's had a roller coaster of a career.
very much so. Very much so.
Did he make an all NBA team this year?
Was it last year? I thought he
no,
had
I
a
think it was
hella
The
good.
last year it was terrible.
Last year, I think.
I thought
Was
he
it-
made one this year.
Wait,
Did he make one
was
this year?
it last year?
I need to fact check.
Let's see.
that.
All NBA teams 2023.
Shea made it. Shea was a first team.
Yeah, it was Giannis, Luca, Joel, Shea, Tatum, Jalen Brown, Jimmy, Steph, Jokic, Donovan Mitchell. Second team, third team, De'Aaron Fox, LeBron, Damian Lillard, Julius Randle, and Sabonis. So he did make
He
13
had an
All
all
NBA.
NBA team
Third
this year.
team.
That
That's
is
crazy.
pretty remarkable.
Did Jimmy make a team? Did Jimmy Butler?
Yeah,
make
it's
a team?
second. Second team.
Second team.
Jalen Brown, Jimmy Butler, Steph, Jokic, and Donovan Mitchell. Second team. Yeah. Wow. Well, crazy series for the Knicks. We'll see what they do next year. These last two series have been pretty boring. I mean, it's going to be, unless Boston makes the first comeback in 150 playoff series, most likely will be Miami and Denver. Does Miami even have remotely of a chance to win this series against Denver, Kevin?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
I still think Denver is the favorite. They're looking just way too good, but when you got Jimmy Butler, you can't count him out now.
Facts, dude. Every series they've come up, I'm like, man, Miami's done, man. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's
Stop
true.
playing.
No, that's true. Hey,
No.
Dude, they were still not favorited after being up 2-0 with home court advantage. They were still marked
that
as
was
underdog.
wild. That was wild. That was pretty wild.
I love that quote from Jimmy. Who's like we don't care if you what do you say? We don't care if you have us winning or something like that. Like basically they've been the underdogs the whole time, and like just because they're winning now and people are starting to hop on, it's like it still doesn't matter. They're just like I think like they have such great like chemistry, and like they just got like dogs. Like
They got
oh,
dogs.
fuck, what's his name?
Bunch of
Who's the
undrafted
guy that we
players.
saw at Summer League? Who's the guy we saw at Summer League, Nick? Super disrespectful. I'm forgetting his name.
Yurtsevin? What are you talking about?
No.
On
Caleb
what
Martin?
team?
Max Strus. Max Strus.
Strus.
Oh, Max
Strus.
Strus.
Oh.
Stroke. Yeah, he got stroke.
Dude, they're doing this all without Tyler Hero. Yeah.
Yeah, all without Tyler Hero. Shout out my guy Caleb Martin too. That's my guy.
Wolfpack.
Shout out my pack.
He's been
And
balling.
role player, he's been balling. He used to be so fun to watch at UNR, dude. Him and his brother Cody were fucking hoopers, dude. Oh my god, they're so fun to watch.
Did you see that J. Cole helped get him on the
I
team?
saw that. Yeah, that was crazy. I
That's
actually didn't
cool.
know that because they were both on the
Crazy.
Hornets last year. Or no, sorry, 2 years ago. No, was that last year? They were both on the Hornets.
They were
I don't
definitely
know.
both on the same team at one
They
point. I'm pretty
they were
sure.
both on the
They're-
It was the Hornets, but I don't know. I think that was last year. Or was Caleb Martin on the Heat again last year?
He might have been on the Heat last
He
year.
might have been on the Heat last year. Might have been 2 years ago. They were both because I don't even know where Cody Martin is right now. His brother. Always crazy when you have a brother and then one of them's way better than the other one,
Could
or at
you
least
could you swap them out, and do you think people would notice?
Bro, they look so much
they're
alike.
They look
identical. They're
identical.
identical. I remember seeing them on campus. You had no idea. You literally had no idea. And they
They
had the
have
same
the same
hairstyle.
hair. Yeah, I was
They
gonna say
had the same
hair.
hairstyle every single time. You literally had no idea. That's crazy. I wonder like if you really could do that. Like seriously, like if Cody Martin walked on the floor
Oh.
and no one had any idea.
They should have done that like when they were on the Hornets. Like if one would like the better or the worst one was in foul trouble, or like the better one was like in foul trouble, they switch jerseys,
Just swap jerseys at
halftime.
halftime or something. Yeah. I mean seriously, would they there's no way they'd ever know.
No, there's no chance.
If you're a twin, why would you want to dress and have everything the same as your twin? What's the
Advantage.
you guys? Yeah, what do you think the thought process is there?
That's true. Wouldn't you want to be like your own person because you're
I
already
feel like
like
dating someone would be very awkward because if they're attracted to you, they have to be attracted to your
Yeah.
twin brother. That's just like you.
I never thought about that.
Crazy thing to say, Kevin.
That is Kevin. That is a crazy thing to say. All right. Well,
Straight.
like I said, we'll probably record another pod. Oh, I guess if whoever's listening right now, couple of news with the pod. We're gonna stick to a set schedule. So it might not always be us four recording the pod. It might be three of us. Might be two of us. Shit, there might even be a solo pod one day. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. Maybe Kev will
You
do a
don't
solo
even
pod.
talk about yourself.
Open
Maybe
thoughts.
Maybe Kev will do a solo pod. I don't know, like a therapy session.
I'd love to see that from Kevin.
But no, we're gonna stick to it. I think we're gonna record probably every other week unless we need like an emergency pod. I'm gonna try to get the pod out, if not the day after we record, but 2 days after, no matter what. So these ugly motherfuckers can keep me accountable for that. So be on the lookout for that because we want our takes to be, relevant and not a month later. So they make no sense. But we are gonna stick to that. Boys are gonna stick to that. We always try to make it so all four of us could be here, but again, we're all busy people, so it's kind of tough. But just wanted to throw that out there. So yeah, big news for the pod. Obviously excited. Summertime. Like I said, we're gonna try to get some summer pods in there too. Hopefully we can all get there in person, get a little in-person pod. Anything else on the NBA you guys wanted to touch on? I mean,
Let's
try to
hear
record.
like assuming it's Heat Nuggets, what's the predictions,
Mm.
everybody? Like who's your
Heat
winner
in
and what?
6.
Heat in 6. I go Nuggets in 5.
Damn, disrespectful.
Yeah, I think the Heat run into a wall. I think Nuggets in 5.
Fair.
Rye?
So I'm gonna go Heat in 7.
Wow. Kevin?
Nugs in 7.
Nuggets in 7. Okay.
Network's got to make that money up after these sweeps
true.
and
That's true. They gotta get their bread back. It's gonna be an entertaining series. I mean, nonetheless, I think it'll be an entertaining series. Miami, Denver, I think it'll be sick. So
They
I
do
don't
have a
know.
rivalry. They do have a rivalry.
They do have a
Because,
rivalry.
Jokic pushing the fuck out of
And
Morris. And I
Oh,
remember they
that's
went
right.
the whole Miami Heat team like went to their locker rooms and was like,
Dude, that one
like,
picture of them.
yeah,
Did you? That's a cold ass picture.
yeah.
and a cold ass picture. Yeah, we'll link that. And I don't know if you guys remember the bubble, Kyle Lowry and Aaron Gordon. Well, Kyle Lowry said 836. 836
Oh.
is my room number
Oh,
because Aaron Gordon said, "Shut, you're a bitch," and then Kyle Lowry said, "Here's my room number." So, who knows if that's still prevalent, but there's some rivalry there. So I think it'll be
It's a deeper
fucking
meaning to
hilarious.
him sharing that room number.
Yeah, I think there is. Also, Jokic's brothers are so scary. Like when they're like in the crowd, like they're just like big ogres. Like they're just so scary. Like whenever you see them in clips, like they're just huge huge guys. But
Do you think the Heat still care about that since Morris Senior or whatever, which the Morris twin is not on the team anymore?
probably not.
probably not. Probably not. I mean,
I don't think
they
he's a
do.
well-liked guy.
yeah, that's true.
I've seen so many dirty plays of just him being like, it's like an asshole on the court.
Yeah,
Probably glad he wasn't in the rotation anymore, to be honest.
true. That's a good point.
Spinal.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Who said it again? Who says that? Wait, that's you didn't come up.
Spy-
That someone said that.
Come
Spinal.
on, right? Spinal. Come on, right?
Is that like
Mike T.
Mike, were you really sick this week? What was the problem?
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You
My
broke
back is broken.
what? A vertebrae or what
Well,
portion?
Spinal.
You did that in sparring?
No, I did it by a motorcycle accident. The doctor discovered I was doing my sit-ups 2,500 a day with my 20-pound weight, and one day I couldn't move anymore. And I asked the doctor, "What's wrong?" And he said, "Believe it or not, it's wearing your back is broken slightly."
Mike T?
Tyson.
Oh, Mike Tyson?
Spinal.
Oh shit.
I know. I think I do.
Quote, quote.
I Shem linked that one. We have to link it.
I'll link it here. I'll link it here so people can see it. All right. That's a little bit on the NBA. Really quickly, Nikki, I need to talk to you here, because you and I have a little bit to talk about Premier League soccer. We won't bore everyone here. I know Kevin and Ryan are still here, so we won't. We'll try to keep this very short. Ryan's rolling his eyes already, but
Ah,
That was a big eye roll.
yeah, big eye roll. But he's gonna have to sit through it. I don't give a fuck because we choked, Nick.
we did. We did.
We choked. Sickening. I mean, we're trying to get Kevin to the Premier League. Maybe he'll be part of this discussion next season. Who knows? Once he
I have
picks
my
a
own
team.
team. Who's Arsenal's rivalry?
Oh, do that. 'Cause
Tottenham.
Noah's already a
Tottenham?
Spurs fan. I don't need two friends that are Spurs fans.
Juventus.
Go
Juventus.
Spurs.
Juventus.
No, I'm not gonna.
Oh, boy.
Juventus.
Crazy.
Jesus.
Should I join Grady and be a Chelsea fan?
No, you could.
They got money.
They do have money.
I'm spending it.
Yeah, they're
Man City?
Ma-
What
Oh, I like that,
European
right?
Man City?
You know,
God, no.
name him. Name him.
Name
Who
him,
does
Ryan. Name him.
I know that shit.
Who is it?
You stole his tattoo.
He actually knows. Is Ryan actually knows? his name?
Show. Can you show them the
The
tattoo?
Yep.
Ah.
You know his
Hang.
name or no?
You know his name?
I know he's a
Okay.
good-looking dude though.
Good looking dude. He's on
He's a good
Roma.
looking dude.
He's on Roma. But yeah, we won't touch on too much, Nick. Arsenal, rough end of the season. I mean, hate to see Man City lift the trophy. Bum ass fans. No one's even at the parade. They're just
Hey,
fucking
fuck Man City, man.
That team sucks. But that was a choke job. Just sickening
It's just
to talk about.
it's a tough way to finish the season, to feel like you accomplish absolutely nothing. But it was
It's kinda
still
like
a good season though, man. Like
It's tough. It's tough because it's like we were literally the second best team in the Premier League, but it's just like the way it ended and the talent we had. It's just like the big games we just bottled. It was just like the Liverpool game when I was at your house, like that game, like even the City game. I mean, obviously they probably should have won that regardless at the Etihad, but
yeah,
I don't know. There's just a few games that were just like, I don't know,
Bottled it.
just bottled. Yes, Ryan.
Rise.
Was the season a failure?
Season,
Bring it back to Giannis.
bring it back to Giannis. Appreciate that. We'll link the clip here. Or I think I already did earlier. But it's hard. It depends the way you look at it. Obviously, if you're looking at it from like a last season's point of view, if you asked me last season, Nikki, like, oh, we're gonna get second in the Premier League, I'd be like, all right, fucking lit, let's go. We're getting Champions
Yeah.
League first time in 4 years or 5 years, like whatever, chilling. If you ask me after 18 games of this season, I'd be like, if we don't win this league, like I'm gonna jump off a building. Potentially. We always did know that Man City could go on that run. Gary Neville said it. I hate fucking Gary Neville so much, but he said it, that City can go on a 15-game win streak if they want. And I literally think they finished the season on I think it was like 13
They
Premier
haven't
League games
lost
in a
in a
row.
minute.
They haven't lost in the last 5 years, Nikki. They've lost one game in April in the last 5 years.
Crazy.
Crazy. So it's just nuts. They clutch up. I mean, look at their team. Remember in their last game just last week, and they had 500 million euros on the bench. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
Damn. Hard to compete, man.
yeah, it's hard to compete. Hard to compete against that.
Right.
Anyone who's a Man City fan though, just
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, just stop. You're not a
stop,
Man City
because-
fan. You're not a Man
Because
City
you
fan.
didn't like they're new. Like you're so new school. Like
That
just
you're
stop, man.
you're just not a fan. And if you somehow want to be a Man City fan in the last 6 years, don't say anything. Just like pipe down. Like just
The
Why?
only valid Man City fan in my book is Emilio Morales.
I have
Shout
a
out
guy.
to San Mateo High School.
Yep.
My
Shout out my
boy,
guy.
he was on
I
it.
I agree. Shout out my guy Don Peninsula Golf and Country Club. He's a Man City fan. Been a Man City fan for years and years and years and years. Always talk to him about it. He's always a classy guy, confident guy. Shout out to you, Don. Fuck you because I hate Man City, but shout out to you. You're a real Man City fan, so I'll let you slide. But hopefully I don't know. The signings in the summer. Let's see. I heard a lot of great things. Gundogan, Declan Rice,
Cancelo, need him so bad.
Joao Cancelo. I'd literally shit myself if I got Joao Cancelo. But yeah, I don't know. Crazy end of the year. We got second place, Champions League football. So who knows? Maybe we can make a run.
Yep.
Kevin, let's finish it with some baseball.
Ryan, bruh. Ryan, any topics you want to talk about?
Yeah, what does Ryan want to talk about?
Non-basketball related? What about music? Some TV.
AI? Can we talk about AI music?
AI music?
AI music?
Yeah.
I saw that Ice Cube said that he would personally sue anyone who used his AI voice to make a song. So that's what I saw.
Actually,
I think I'm with you. I think I'm with you, Nick. Like, I think I'm definitely. I don't think like the music's that much better to like promote AI music. I think, and it's just like it's a slippery slope. I think, but there's a few fire songs, and it's really interesting.
A couple TikTok songs, man. It was kind of going.
The CEO of OpenAI actually just testified in front of, or not testified, but just spoke in front of Congress actually.
Damn.
I believe a few days ago, talking about.
That'll give me a headache seeing that hearing. I feel like.
Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't like so. It was different. I was talking to Noah about this today. It wasn't like that one that happened with the TikTok CEO where dumbass people in Congress were like, "I connected my phone to Wi-Fi. I connected my phone to Wi-Fi, like, and TikTok's on. So what does that mean?" And the guy's like, "What do you mean? Like, what does that even?" It was just asking him the dumbest question ever because they have no idea about tech. This one was almost the opposite. It was almost a guy, asking Congress for like more regulations and more policies around AI because he basically wants more rules and strict restrictions around AI, open AI, because of how intense it can be over the next few years. Like the capabilities of AI is genuinely remarkable. Like I won't bore everyone with the specifics of the tech behind it, but it is genuinely remarkable of what OpenAI can do over the next couple of years in every facet of life. Like it literally, like everything. Like I just had a meeting with my whole team earlier or Friday, and some of our developers were talking about how like 90, like one of them was like 90% of my Googling is gone because like it will write code snippets for me. It will do this for me. Like it's pretty remarkable. I've had it write code for me. Like it's just crazy. I could go down. I could have a whole podcast episode on AI, but
bro, that shit helped me in my last few weeks of school. I'll just say
I had that in school.
I
would abuse the hell out of that in school.
It helped John Morant write that apology.
It did.
Wait, we gotta talk about that.
We gotta talk about John. No, man, not John, man.
Was that real?
Go ahead.
Somebody get this man a gun.
Somebody please get this man a gun.
Somebody please.
The TikTok.
Ew, what is he doing? What is he doing?
I mean, his friends are kind
of. There's something we're missing. You think?
I mean, how many players are probably doing that except their friends aren't recording them on Instagram? Let's be real.
True.
But why are you bringing it out every time? Like someone has a camera out. Like they said that it doesn't, like, you can't even blame it on the friend because like he had been recording for like 5 minutes and then Ja brought the fucking gun out. Like what are we doing? That's crazy.
Also, I love JJ Redick, but what the fuck was he talking about?
Awful take.
Dude,
awful take from JJ.
I mean, dude, like I get it. He's trying to like be a voice in like sports, and he's trying to be like, I was in the league. He even tried to roast Stephen A. Smith because like he wasn't in the league or whatever. It's like, dude, like the guy. It's more. It doesn't matter if you didn't break a law while sitting in the car. Like it's like it's so far beyond that.
He's arguing two completely different issues.
Yeah, exactly. It made no sense. Like the argument literally had no validation. Like it made zero sense. Like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's the like, look what he's doing. It's the message. It's like you're the face of a league. It's just I won't reiterate what he was saying, but it was so stupid. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. John
It's just
Morant's a
that like
moron.
he already had his like first time offense, and like he talked about it. He renounced like gun violence and all that stuff, and I think just like him not learning from that, and JJ Redick is trying to like appease to the audience members, but you can't like do that again after coming out with a full apology. It's like
No.
at the end of the day, the NBA is a private business, and they're not gonna want their players waving guns around. So, I don't
Did he
know.
actually
I don't
use
know
Chat
what kind of
GPT?
punishment do you. What's that?
Did he actually use Chat GPT
Yeah, I don't know if
for
that
his
was real or not.
apology?
I don't know.
if it was real.
I don't know if that was
I
real
just
or
thought
not,
it was
but
hella funny because it was
that
just
was
like
hella
a
funny.
generic apology.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
What do you guys think is like an appropriate punishment
I
for
was
that
just gonna ask
second
you guys the
offense?
same thing. How long do you think he gets
Half
suspended for?
half the
I say half the
season.
season. That's what I was literally gonna say. I was gonna say half the season.
I think so. I think you have to like lay
Silver
the law
didn't.
down.
He was not happy during that
But
draft lottery.
you could just tell he was. It was almost just like Adam Silver was just. It was just like he almost just seemed like sad. Like he was just upset. Like how you could do that with
Bad.
like he literally seemed sad. It was like, dude, this is a star in the league. As like a commissioner, like you want people like that in your league, like that are young and like the face of a league. So yeah, I don't know
Was it Malika Andrews who asked him that?
who
Yeah.
that
Or
asked
was
Adam
it
Silver.
Taylor? About who asked Adam Silver in that
Uh,
draft? I think it was Malika Andrews.
probably I don't remember.
What's the
Someone was
significance
saying
of
she's
this?
like a crazy hater. Like she just always
Oh,
brings up like just the worst
Oh,
shit.
Hmm.
on John or specifically or
Just like
like
specifically,
No.
well, specifically they said black men. Like she just loves to like shit on black men. It's not my words.
Hey.
Twitter said it. Twitter said it. Shit, I'm just bringing it to the table.
yeah,
She
I
real
don't
cute
know.
though.
Yeah, I don't know. I think half a season. I just think he's a moron.
There's not a parade inside his city.
There is no
Yeah.
parade
inside
inside.
my city. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't know.
Who is the best media personality?
Like in
I'm
basketball?
just curious because we were talking about JJ. I feel like JJ was getting there and then he kind of like took a step back.
That's fair.
Is Kenny too far of
basketball?
off of him?
I don't think
Kenny.
Kenny's mainstream enough, but I do love Kenny.
I love Kenny as well. Ernie?
Yeah, he'll get there though.
Oh, what's that guy on ESPN? They throw him in at night. Not Van Pelt, but
Oh, is
Oh,
it
I
Tim
like
Legler?
Tim Legler.
Yeah, I
Yes.
like him a lot.
He's a Warrior
Leg.
guy, isn't he?
He's a Warrior guy,
Like
but he
the-
knows
He's
his stuff.
educated, man.
Yeah.
He's educated.
He knows the game. Respect that.
Doris Burke. She's up there for me.
Yeah.
I like Doris.
Like Doris.
Legend.
shit.
She a legend in the game.
What's
Who's the guy?
what's the dude? You know what I'm talking about, right? He calls games with Doris, right?
Deep in his bag like the fries are at the bottom.
What's is it Mark? It's like Mark something or
So, I know the
Mark
voice,
Jones?
couldn't tell you the name.
yeah, Sam.
Let me see.
Wait, is that the guy with the glasses?
He's black.
I
I don't know if there's glasses though.
No, I'm thinking of someone else then.
Oh, let me take back all my answers and just say Ernie Johnson. Shout out
I love Ernie.
Fucking Johnson, man.
Mm.
Damn, I love Ernie.
Oh, Mark Jones.
Oh, I knew it was Mike. Damn. No
Mm.
respect.
Mark
Yes.
Jones, deep in his bag, like fries are at the bottom.
Good question though.
It's a bar. It's a bar. All right. I want to wrap this up with some baseball. So, let's talk some baseball real quick. Then we can wrap it. Kevin, because I don't give a fuck about the rest of the league. Just kidding. Yes, I do. But we're we're kind of a Bay Area podcast. Kevin, Giants are currently exactly 500, 24 and 24. A little bit better than I had anticipated. I will be the first one to admit I thought we were being absolutely god awful. We started out god awful.
I'm content at 500.
I am
I'm
content at
content.
500. Well, I'm actually more than content at after 500 just because of my preseason predictions. We've had some people step up to the plate, no pun intended. Pitching has been a hair better. Obviously, we're ahead of the Padres right now. I mean,
3 games up, right? On them?
2 games up.
2 games up? Okay.
Who in this world would have thought that? No one. I mean, they are at a really slow start. Will we even finish above them? Probably not.
Yeah.
But
Mm,
we're showing some flashes. to be honest, I still think we're nowhere near being able to like win the NL West in the next couple of years at
No.
even remotely close. So I mean, what are we really looking for right now? I don't know.
I'm
Nothing
getting
really.
worried. I'm like, as far as like, I thought we were heading in the right direction to be like sellers at the deadline, and I don't like hovering around this. Like, oh, we could do it.
We
Like,
could do it, yeah.
we could. Oh, like, I really hope we sell Cobb or DeSclafani at the deadline. Like, a team always needs a pitcher at the deadline. Get
Disco's
some
been
more prospects. Like,
Disco's been money for us too, dude.
we're not gonna win the World Series. Like, I
No.
think I know we've won some with some bad teams, but like not this bad. Like, I'm sorry, like Alex Cobb's not going to be shoving in the NLCS or something. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I
I like
agree.
D's movement though. I mean, I think Zadie's been doing it because he's on the hot seat because there is a club option this year on
Hmm.
Mr. Zadie.
Mhm.
So he's getting all those guys up to get
Thankfully.
the fans excited and
Yeah. I mean, we had a few people like he came in tonight. Scott Alexander's been really good out of the pen as well. I thought his stuff's been really, really good. He's been able to actually win a few games for us. He's like, what is he? 4-0 for us, surprisingly, out of the pen. A little bit decent or he's a little bit high of an ERA, but I think he's been really good. Obviously Disco's been decent. Like Kevin said, Cobb. Logan Webb's not had the greatest year. His ERA is not terrible, but he just hasn't been able to like really like, show promise in a lot of big games. But Nick's guy, Lamont Wade, somehow gets on base literally every at bat.
Lamont Wade, man.
No one knows how.
Here.
No one knows how.
Lamont and Tyro, man. Those are my
Tyro
guys.
officially batting over 300, which is remarkable. Michael Conforto, we were talking about on Xbox before we started today. 10 home runs, had a double today, had a home run today. Guy's been hitting. What can I say? The guy's been hitting. JD Davis has been solid. So
Kevin said the Mitch Haniger effect.
the Mitch
It is the
Haniger
Mitch
effect.
Haniger effect.
True.
He's been god
Oh, I
awful.
thought I said something there. You're good, buddy. It's just a name. Come on now.
What did he say?
I think he's batting below 200, but I mean, man, we have been winning with him in the lineup.
You're not wrong.
You are
I
not
just
wrong.
think Ronald Acuna Jr. is really gonna have an MVP season.
You're not wrong.
He is the
buddy. He's been
MVP.
hot.
He is. The Braves are fucking disgusting. They're so good.
Probably throwing in some.
Nick, how about your
Big baseball guy.
how about your goddamn Mariners being 500? Can we talk about that real quick?
Oh, they're just underperforming.
They'll get there.
I think they will.
Yeah,
Too.
another slow start team. I guess.
I think they're a playoff. I still think they're a playoff team.
I would hope so. Fuck.
Honestly, and weirdly enough, I mean, I guess it shouldn't be surprising. I don't know how you guys will probably understand me when I say this, but it shouldn't be surprising, but it kind of is surprising at the same time. The Angels are actually playing decently well. I mean, they literally have two of the best baseball players to probably ever touch a diamond, so they should be good, but they haven't been good the last few years. But they've been playing decent. I think they're 4 or 5.
There you go.
There you go.
Yes,
There you go.
sir.
Mike Trout.
Shohei and Mike Trout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can Ryan name one more player on the Angels? Come on, I believe.
One more player
I think I would even have
on the
trouble
Angels.
naming another player.
Lincecum.
Couple years late and never played on the Angels. But
He did play on the Angels. He did.
did he really? Was he on the Angels?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. He did play on the Angels. You're right.
Right gets points for that. Then.
Hunter Renfro, that bitch.
Hunter Renfro.
Renfro.
yeah,
Hunter
against Hunter Renfro.
I just saw that one.
Football,
That one
not football, Hunter Renfro.
I saw I saw that one video about when he bitch slapped a fan or whatever, or grabbed his shirt or whatever and called him a bitch.
That was
I don't know.
Rendon.
Was that Rendon? You're right. That was Rendon. Okay, I apologize, Hunter Renfro. L. If he goes to the Dodgers, by the way, Kevin, I will not watch baseball anymore.
Who's
Can we
Shohei?
can we disagree on that? Because I will not watch baseball. So, hope to God he goes to like the Red Sox or something. I don't know, because they have a big Japanese fan base and they like have a lot of Japanese players going to that team. So, I don't know. Who the fuck knows?
What are the Giants?
well, Who knows?
We can do
Maybe.
his hope, right?
Maybe. Never know. I mean, we almost had Judge and Correa. So we
And
have
Harper.
and Harper.
Are the Giants
Um,
turning into the Niners of we almost had this big free agent?
Oh yes.
They're always
Pretty
the
much.
second runner
They're
up.
always the second runner up. Yep. pretty much.
or runner up.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
players just use the offers the Giants give for leverage.
For leverage. Yeah.
And
Oh,
Aaron,
sign for more money.
Aaron
The
Judge
better
was
team.
yeah, like Aaron Judge was never fucking joining that bitch. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I'm trying to look through the standings right now. The
Well-
AL East is crazy. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Wow, the Blue Jays are in last with the Red Sox at 26 and 23.
Damn.
Hey, shout out my fucking Orioles though at 31 and 17. That team is going to be gross in the next.
Solos.
That team is gonna be running baseball.
That team is going to be running baseball in 2 years. I called it early. Kevin called it early. Nick's not much of an O's guy, but he does like the O's a little bit. They have a
Everyone has an Orioles hat.
great farm system too. Who has an Orioles hat?
I did.
Everyone had one in high school.
Did you really?
Wore an Orioles hat to school.
What
Yeah,
the
I saw
hell?
the future, man.
I like that from you.
It was Sam and
that.
Tail colors. Come on, man.
I guess that's true. Any other baseball news, Nick?
Back to the Giants. I was gonna say Casey
Casey
Schmidt.
Schmidt. Yeah. We gotta talk
Oh
about
yeah,
Schmidt.
that's been a
I'm
highlight.
excited about them too.
We gotta highlight that. We gotta highlight. I mean,
I mean,
Been
that's
fun
the future
football.
right there.
that's the future.
Yeah.
The predecessor of Mr. Crawford.
B Craw done.
Yeah, he gotta be
Oh
done.
yeah, he's done.
Yeah,
He's done.
He's got to be out of here. Got to be out of here.
He has at bats that look like me in the show.
Dude, he has at bats that
just-
remind me of like Javi Baez type shit. Like
Oh,
it
they're
is like,
rough. They're
I
rough.
mean, they are.
He's had a good career. Giants Hall of Famer. You know, just 2 rings. So
Hall of Famer or no?
no shot. Absolutely zero.
We gotta be real careful with these Hall of Famer takes.
Yeah.
Oh
Kev.
man. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think he's not Hall of Famer either. But
He'll be a Giants Hall of Famer, but he will.
Oh, for sure.
Is
for
he?
sure.
Is he the greatest shortstop in Giants history? I think he is.
Yeah. How many Gold Gloves does he have for us? He has a shit ton.
He's
of
got to
Gold
have at
Gloves.
least like 6 or
He has
7.
like yeah, I was gonna say it's 6 or 7 at least. Someone fact check that. Nikki's on it right now. Yeah,
Probably
I'm trying
what,
to
like
think.
a 2 or 3 time All Star, maybe.
Yeah. He has to be the best shortstop. I think just think from like a statistical standpoint and like accolade standpoint.
Yeah.
I think he is. 2 rings, like 6, 7 Gold Gloves. Like Kev said, like 3 or 4 All-Star appearances, whatever it is. Yeah, I think he definitely is. What do you find?
Just
Nick?
for the-
Has George Davis as the best shortstop in Giants history. 1893? Come on, man.
What?
Stop
Okay,
that.
we're not talking about-
why are we
Come on.
going back that far. Come on.
We're not talking about when they were throwing cheeseburger balls and drinking soda pop in the dugout.
God damn, man.
It's the same guys who were saying Babe Ruth was like Jesus Christ, and he was like
Babe-
down in
Babe
Yeah,
Ruth
that's how
would
you
bat
say.
under 100 in today. I'm sorry.
Babe Ruth wouldn't even be out of the farm system in today's fucking like, clip that and put it on TikTok. Babe Ruth was awful. I'm sorry. But I mean, dude, I'll never forget when they came out with his diet. He had like 8 Cokes a day, like 7 hot dogs. Like the Bat Boys were giving him cookies in between at bats. Like the guy was like 300 pounds, dude. Like I don't know. Like yeah, I mean, so they were trying to compare him to Shohei Ohtani, like Shohei Ohtani and Babe Ruth, because they're both 2-way players. Like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, so stupid.
That's a Black King right there.
Yeah, it's Black King right there. Yeah, I think that's it.
Let's wrap up. Let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Good to talk to you boys.
Oh,
this
Ryan
is
wants to
gonna
do
mess-
Pirtle.
This is gonna mess up the recording.
Let's
Oh
play Pirtle.
god, we might have to cut this.
Let's do it.
This might mess up the recording.
Yes, first one.
Why is it gonna mess it up?
Because last time it like fucked it up. Like when we unshared it, it went back to like it was only solo squares instead of like the. We'll see. I don't know what it'll look like. We can try it though.
All right. Nick, throw out a player.
Kem Birch.
Nothing.
Oh,
There's
boy.
nothing.
Oh God.
Well, he's not in the West, so we know that.
Jesus. Okay.
Wait. Usually this would say if it's like red, like or no.
You have to click show silhouette, dummy.
No.
No.
That's his. That's like the silhouette of the player.
Oh,
Let's do
Wanna
needs
know yet.
circumference player.
well, he's
Jalen
over
Brown.
30 years old. No, he's over 30 years old. He's over 30 years old.
Oh, you're right.
Well, Over 30. less than
Udonis
24.
Haslam.
Al Horford.
Al Horford's not a bad one.
Wait, oh
Less than
wait,
6'8" though.
Oh, he's not a center.
Oh, less than 6'8", and he's not a center.
Haslam?
Over
I feel
30.
like has him 6'9" or something. 6'10". Good girl.
Jersey
Uh,
number under
Kyle Lowry?
24.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
Kyle,
could be
Kyle
good.
Lowry.
Yeah, it
Could be
could be Kyle
Lowry.
Lowry. That's not a bad one.
is it not a center? I guess that's impossible.
Doesn't matter.
right?
It's saying it's
Okay.
not even close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, he's number 7.
30.
Okay,
He's
well,
37. Wait, he's 37.
Jesus
and he's number
Christ.
7, and he's number 7, and he's a guard. Wait,
Okay,
number
we gotta get.
who's
We
number
gotta get this
7?
third try.
Who's number 7? That's a guard.
Plays. The L means he's in the same division, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So a guard that's number 7, 37 years old.
I don't know that many other like old players.
It's got to be someone like deep in the bench, just there for
Yeah.
veteran support.
Who's
But
number?
how
I'm just trying
many
to think of
vets are like still in the league though at 37? Like, you'd have to
Who-
be like
who's number 7?
a
Just think of
good
number
like
7.
old timer.
Think of number 7. Who the
I
fuck
don't
is
know
number-
players.
I don't know. I have a better idea than trying to figure out players' age than the number.
Yeah. I feel like there's a handful of people that are 37 in the league.
Oh my
I
god!
don't know.
All right, let's go down.
Pat
Who else
Bev?
is in their division?
Um,
Pat Bev's not
Orlando.
37.
Orlando.
Orlando, no way on Orlando. That team is so young.
Who else is in that division then?
Is Terrence Ross?
Well, wouldn't
he's
he
on
be
the
with Suns?
Suns. He's on the Suns.
He's on the Sun. Idiot. Wait, no, it's. I don't think it is because it's not like yellow for Southeast.
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah.
What is yellow?
What's
on
the
the
yellow
other
in
one?
Miami?
Yellow.
Does that mean it's a Miami
know.
player? No, because that means it's a green.
Just think of East guard number 7, Kevin.
Yeah, now it's easy.
Kevin, are you getting on Xbox after this?
Yeah.
Do we want to show silhouette?
Yes.
No.
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 Oh, let's give one more guess.
Yeah, one more guess. Come on, dude. This is invalidating us as a basketball podcast. I'm cutting this shit if we don't get it.
Who else is 37?
I'm
In
trying
the
so hard
East.
not to look up rosters right now.
Don't. That
Just
makes it
can't
pointless.
think though.
Can I look up teams?
No,
Like, just, like,
no,
the
dude.
teams.
That
No,
doesn't
like
make
just
sense.
like the
No,
like
but
who
you
like
have to
just
do it
the
off the top
teams
of
in
your
the
head,
league.
bud. Do it off. You could think of the teams in the league off the top of your head.
Goran Dragic.
I was about to say Dragic. I was about to
Say
say
it,
Dragic.
do it.
I don't
Send
believe
it, send
Ryan.
it,
I don't
send it.
believe. I don't believe Ryan Ball will go with it.
I swear.
Let's
to God.
go! Let's
Swear
go!
to
Ryan
God, I
can't
was-
just say
Nick,
that.
I was about to say Goran Dragic. I
Wow.
swear to God.
I don't know,
Let's
man.
go! Pitch.
I'm
Come
pissed.
on.
Nick
let's do one
literally
more.
like we can't. That's just one today.
Oh.
Damn. Nick,
So open up an incognito browser. Do it again.
how about one of you guys do it? Wait, no, it's everybody gets
Same
like
one.
It's the same one every day, isn't
Yeah.
it?
For everyone.
I mean, this is pretty good. We got in
So
3 tries.
crazy first guess for me. That's crazy.
You guys want to play Fortnite?
I don't have it downloaded.
Yeah, I'm playing MLB.
Nick, come on. You did.
I have it downloaded if you get on.
You ducked me last night.
I know I did. If you get on, I'll play.
All right. We wrap this.
Yeah.
You had a lot of tabs open there. Jesus.
Also, update your Chrome. It's bad for your Chrome that it's not updated. What was I gonna
I wanted
say?
to play that game.
What?
I wanted to do that TikTok I sent you guys, but we could do it next time.
I didn't even look at it.
I didn't even look at it either.
Okay. I did. Okay, it's fine. I updated
Oh.
my Chrome.
Oh, you just.
Why is
read it.
everything Chrome?
Why is everything wrong?
How do we want to close this out?
Oh, all right. Well, Good pod. We will see you guys in exactly 2 weeks. Or what did I say? Yeah, exactly 2 weeks. Ryan, are you in the Philippines for 2 weeks, or I don't even know how long you're in the Philippines for. How long are you in the Philippines for?
I'm back June 7th.
I think that's exactly 2 weeks from today. So maybe Ryan will be on the pod. Maybe he won't be on the pod. Who the hell knows? Maybe he'll do a pod from the. Maybe he'll do a
one day
pod from the
hopefully.
Philippines.
From the
Maybe he'll do a pod.
Philippines.
Maybe he'll do a pod from the Philippines. The world may never know. But
Dial in.
either
You
way,
gotta spend time with my brothers and sisters.
your brothers and your Easter. Filipino brother. Sorry. Ryan's Filipino. He gave me the pass. All right. All right. Good to see you guys. We'll wrap it here. Episode 7. That's a wrap. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Is there